Hi again, everybody. What I decided to do for my second career profile was a school counselor. Um, I personally would like to go more into an elementary school counselor just because I like the aspect of working with the younger age children. Right now, I currently work with adolescents and teenagers, and I really love it. Um, but I'm a little bit more interested in working with that younger age. So somebody that I talked to that is a school counselor, her name is Lindsay Katoa. Right now she currently is the assistant academic director and counselor at the New Haven School for Girls, which is also a residential treatment center for adolescent girls. The hours for an elementary school counselor are about the same as school hours. So you're going to be there when the students are in school, and there will be occasional times where you'll be there, even when the students aren't there, documenting, doing paperwork, making assessments, and following up on stuff that you can't do when you're with a student and seeing them. Some of the stressors that you would see in this job would be that paperwork and documentation. So being very organized and very scheduled would be very important for a job like this. And as well as relationships and self-care. So meeting with these students, no matter what age and what school you're in, is going to be a really important task for you to be able to do. So taking care of yourself so you're in a good enough place that you can help these students, and also being confident enough in your health that when you can reach out to those students that you're not taking their emotional and mental and physical problems onto yourself because you love them and you care for them. For Lindsay, some of the benefits that is offered at her job, which again could be different depending on what school district you're in or what company you're working for, but for Lindsay, she's offered health and dental. She's also offered, sorry, I lost my screen that says what benefits are offered. So she's offered health and dental, life, AD&D, and vision. And then depending on what company you work for will depend whether or not you can enroll in a 401k. Some of the job tasks of a school counselor will be to guide the students through stress involving school. Particularly for Lindsay working in an RTC, a lot of her students have not been enrolled in school for years or have been dropouts of school, and so just the fact of going to school is really hard for them, and so jumping back into school and trying to catch up on credit is really stressful and brings up a lot of anxiety. Helping the students discover what their strengths and their weaknesses are, what their skills are, their goals and interests, and helping them utilize that in a way that can help them learn to be successful. You will work closely with the students, the parents, the teachers, and other administrators. On the research that I was able to find online, it says that the school counselors usually have more responsibility than any other faculty members at the school. And then most of all, they deal with the social, mental, behavioral, and emotional problems of the students. For a job like this, you do need a master's to be licensed as well as supervised hours, proving that you're capable of it, what you've learned in school, you can apply, and that you can be confident in your expertise. And then most people do move on to a PhD depending on what you're wanting to do after that. The average salary is about $53,380. Again, that can be different based on what state you're working on, the budget of the school district that you're hired into, but that is about the average pay. And then obviously with experience, with more education, and the longer that you work for that school, the longer you work for that district, you'll be able to earn your wages up higher. So that is a school counselor. I tailored some of that to an elementary school counselor. The main difference would be if you're tailored more towards high school, you would help them with scheduling and college prep and helping them kind of guide their life more in that aspect, where elementary school students don't really have a need for that quite yet. They're still young. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.